Hi, my name is Tyla Steinbach and I'm a quarter ballet member with the San Francisco Ballet. I've been doing PBT since 2015. Before I even knew Miss Marie, I just followed along with her DVD when it first came out. And then I started working with Miss Marie personally in 2016 when I moved to train in Sydney at Tanya Pearson Academy. When I moved to San Francisco to train with the ballet school, I continued to do all the exercises as I really find them useful in maintaining my technique. During this time in lockdown, I've been really finding PBT really helpful as there's so many exercises that you can do with the ball that really strengthen your technique, and especially now when we can't do things full out and as we obviously don't have a studio, it's been really good to just go back to basics and see what your weaknesses are, as everything that you do on the ball, it really shows and can tell you what you need to work on. This first exercise for turnout I really like to do before class or after class, just to find my turnout. And so you have your legs on either side of the ball and you're basically just flexing and pointing, and it's really getting your feet working as you're rolling through your feet. And I just find it really helpful to try to find the turnout from the top of the leg when you're rotating in and out with the ball. I find this one really strengthening for the supporting side, as you use using the arm, it strengthens this whole side as you using the ball to lift up. And I find it also helps me check in with my ribs and pelvis placement again. And with the change in head from looking down to looking up, it really helps find your balance, as that little change in head can really show whether your weight is back or forth. So I find this really helpful before going into a écarté in the center. It's a really great starting position, as you're able to check in with your ribs and your pelvis and see if they're all aligned just like they would be when you're standing up. And from here you use the ball to go into retire, and it's really great as you're able to check whether you're gripping in the hip and finding that correct placement before extending into the développé. I find is very strengthening and can be really hard without maybe just that security of having your foot on the wall. And yeah, it really strengthens your whole upper body and your legs. And also again with the ball, it really tells you when your weight is off. Everything that you do in ballet, it's not just legs or arms, it's the two together. So I find this a really good exercise to work the two at the same time. It starts off with rolling up through the ball into your port de bras with a cambray back, and then from here you're using your hamstring and your turnout to lift your back leg into a little attitude before extending into penché. And it's really useful with the ball, as it's hard to find your balance on it when you're in the cambray, but it really strengthens you, as when the ball moves you know that your placement is wrong. So it's a really good way of finding how you can adjust it and where your weight is and where it should be.